How about now? Although it's flickering like there is maybe background noise. So, I don't know. Let me know if you hear random things. Not a lot. Okay, I'm sorry. I think it's because I changed my port. Because I had to choose USB microphone. It's a little quiet. I'm going to turn it up. How about now? How about now? Testing, testing. I love technology. It's the best thing ever. Okay, when it works. Anyway, let's try that again. Hello. Welcome to our January D&D stream. I'm really excited for tonight. It's going to be great. And I don't know if you can actually make out what this black fluff is over here. Come on, light. But I've got a cat in her new bed, and she's adorable. So anyway, she'll join us for tonight's adventures. So, you know, black shadow of luck. No cat, only void. Exactly. Anyway, welcome in. I'm gonna turn on my players so they can say hi to you, and we can get this party started. Turning the players on so they can say hi. We are now live, everyone. If you want to say hi, we've got Hank here tonight, and Sarah, and Bame, and Ziesel.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, guys.
Out of there.
Hi.
Awesome possums. Hey, Zach Mars, welcome in. Glad you popped in. Awesome. We're just getting started. It's gonna be great. Very cool. Alright, so another quick sound check since I'm having so much fun with technology today. Can you all hear the music background I've got going on? And or is it loud or too quiet?
Was that to chat or to us?
I mean either, I guess. It's pretty quiet, thank you, Zach. I might turn it up just a bit. Just to see. Although I do have it's kind of like a quiet one going. Let me choose more of a non-quiet one. Like this one. Or that one's been weird. Sorry, one more. How about this one. Hello, music. You can hear it well. Okay. So I'm gonna be playing with them. Let me know if it's ever covering things or if it's not right. We're learning as we go type stuff. So anyway, now that fun technology things are out of the way, let's go ahead and get started. So we had some fun last time with the Winter Queen, and that was great. You guys got some awesome things that will maybe come back into it. Hey, Leofa. I totally always say your name wrong. Anyway, I was going to look up the items you guys got, and then I didn't. So you have 2 candy canes that are magical javelins, which is going to be great. You've found 3 potions of healing that taste like eggnog. A ring of spell storing that has the spell fly, so that'll be interesting to see how you use that. And then a headpiece of the Winter Elf, which is a conical red hat with a white ball of fleece on the end, and it gives you the benefits of the Boots of the Winterlands. So, yeah, some new items to play with, and we'll see what we get
conical?
this time. Yeah, like, isn't that like...
Like, is it like conical, like a dunce cap, or is it like a Santa hat?
Like a Santa hat.
Okay,
that
Santa
a
hat is
different
better
one?
because they can be floppy and then they look
Yeah.
better.
I mean, it's got that shape, but it's floppy, so it's not like stiff.
Sure, it's the one I picked though. I didn't want a dunce cap.
Well, now that you mention it, it is actually stiff. And all right. Anyway, moving right along. So, in this past month, you guys have been traveling, and you learned of a famous adventurer who's gone missing. So, you've traveled to the northern village of Brumendel to investigate. Her name is Elamine Hemlock. She is a monster slayer known for traveling between towns of the Northern Realms and killing supernatural beasts for coin. She disappeared after accepting a job near Brumendel, so that's why you're going to that village. You know that the bounty is 2,000 gold for Elamine's retrieval, or, if the worst has befallen her, the capture, dead or alive, of her killer. The rumor is that Elamine went missing hunting the White Wyvern, a mythical beast said to live on a nearby mountain. Its blood is said to protect the body against the cold if drunk, its hide to reflect magic, and its horns to pierce solid steel. You've arrived in the village near Armand's apothecary and components. So on the map here, I have placed you kind of at this junction, and the apothecary is this building right here. This woman is a half-elf female wearing wizardly robes, and she comes out of the shop as she notices you guys approaching. Oh, hello! Welcome to Brumendel. I'm Gisela Takis. My husband Armand runs the shop here. Would you like to come in for some warm peppermint tea?
Sure.
Well, if you're going to offer and be all kind, why not?
She will lead you into the shop. Adjusting a couple volumes. All right. So you walk into the shop, and you notice
people are very friendly.
You walk in and you notice immediately that the building smells strongly of sulfur. And there are sections labeled with names of various spell components, and there's a potion section with several different kinds of potions all tagged and labeled. So it looks like a very well-stocked apothecary. She'll kind of lead you up to a counter that's over there and there's a tray sitting there with just a bunch of mugs and like the pourry thing with liquid. A pitcher of hot water.
A teapot?
A teapot.
Oh.
You know, the vessel that holds liquid. And she will pour you guys a round of warm mugs. She passes them out. You know, if you're looking for work, you can go see Ruby's at Ruby's Nest for monster hunting contracts. Lots of travelers going through here do that.
We actually heard. That's what brings us to town.
Oh, you heard? What did you hear?
We heard someone went missing.
Oh? Oh, yes, yes. That monster slayer. Yeah, we heard about that too.
What did you hear?
That she went missing. Hunting some sort of dragon.
A wyvern, but did the town have a bounty out on the wyvern, or did she just do that on her own?
Oh, you mean for the lady to get the wyvern?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to ask her.
Oh, okay.
Like was it a bounty this town put out, or was she just out here doing that on her own because she wanted to, you know?
Gotcha. Ruby has all the monster contracts, so she might have had something like that. I don't keep track of all that.
Oh, okay.
It looks like you keep track of a well-stocked apothecary.
Oh, we are very well stocked. Are you looking for anything in particular?
Don't suppose you have any empty potion bottles, do you?
Oh, we've got some empty ones, of course.
Wouldn't mind buying a few of those from you.
Sure. She'll kind of like clink around on one of the shelves. How many are you looking for, dear?
Oh, buy 5 or there's about.
All right. Well, 5 very special glass bottles that hold just the best potions and keep them nice and fresh. That'll be 5 gold for the lot.
Alrighty, sounds good. And Hank will go ahead and buy 5 empty potion bottles
All right,
and store them in his pack.
sounds good.
What do you got in stock that's special?
Well, most of our stuff is special. It depends on what you're looking for. If you want to be better at climbing, if you want to resist this nasty chill that we've got going on, this snow just won't let up. If you like animals, we got something to help with that. If you feel like using one of those Monster Hunter contracts, we've got some things to help you not die. You know, the usual.
Do you have anything that helps you be good with the ladies?
Be good with the ladies. Well, can't say I have something like that. Although, we do have gems that could probably help in that regard. Different kinds of diamonds, you know, usual components for spells, but some of the ladies like it anyway.
Did she just basically tell him he could buy a woman with a gem?
Well, you know, like you give them a diamond or something. Well, I tell you, you guys are a weird looking lot.
Yeah. Okay. I was literally just about to say she didn't take one look at the fact that he's a lizard asking her this question and go, I don't know if I can help you.
Right.
I was looking to kind of be closer to my my distant kin. Do you have like a potion that could help me breathe fire?
Fire. Well, guess we're not quite as specially stocked as I thought. We got water potions, and cold, and not fire this time of year.
Well, it was a stretch. I was hoping to have some fire to take against the white wyvern.
Ah, yes. Well,
No alchemist fire?
doesn't seem to have fire.
Dang, okay.
Well, drink up. You don't want this cold to get into your bones.
Oh yeah, mine's been gone. Mine was gone pretty quick. I kind of chugged it.
Good.
Okay, so after the fire discussion, I'll kind of look at her and be like, I mean, with how cold it's been, you might want to consider actually stocking fire potions.
You know, that's a good point, and duly noted.
Not to brag on your wares. We've got plenty of good stuff.
Oh, I'm always open to feedback. She'll kind of gather up the empty mugs. Anything else I can help you with, dudes?
Just how to find the monster lady. You said Ruby?
Ah, yes, Ruby. Well, you just go out this door, and if you take the path that goes up to that little market area, you'll see like a well and like a bunch of carts and stuff. Sometimes the market area gets set up. I'm not sure if they're going to do it today. It's kind of cold. We'll see what happens. And if you pass through the market, you'll find Ruby's nest right on the left of the market. She'll kind of point at this building.
How do we get there if the market doesn't set up? Can't pass through a market that doesn't exist.
Oh, you're funny.
Glad someone thinks so.
Just be careful when you walk past our beautiful little pond over there. It is frozen, but sometimes it doesn't freeze all the way through, so you don't want to fall in.
Well, thank you kindly. Much appreciated.
Of course, of course.
I'd like to tip her like 5 silver before we leave because she gave us very good information.
She'll just give you a little wink and a nod. Thank you kindly.
Oh no, what's the conversion from gold to silver?
It's 10. Each is 10. 10 silver per gold.
Okay.
When we're out of earshot, I'm gonna lean over and whisper, "Is it just me, or was that weird?"
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not usually used to shopkeepers darting out of the shop to offer us drinks and chat.
How are there people around the town? Like,
Yes.
is anybody else approaching us?
I mean, they kind of give you a smile and a wave and stuff, but they don't like rush up to you, but they seem friendly. You guys pass through, you pass the frozen ponds, and you come to what looks like a well. And then you can see some carts off to the side and a clear field. Some of them look like they have some crates and stuff, but there's no one setting up yet. And then Ruby's is straight ahead. There's a sign on the outside that says Ruby's Nest.
I guess this is a place as I go in.
Do you just walk in, just bang the door open?
Does it look like a business, or does it look like a home?
It looks like a business.
Then yes, I will open the door with much gusto.
Lovely. All right. So you see an inn. No, it's like a general room, obviously, and there's tables about, all beautifully handcrafted wood. There's a bar kind of to the other opposite end of the room against the wall, and a barkeeper just making some drinks. There's about 8 other patrons in the room, just eating or chatting, drinking, just the usual.
As I enter with the much gusto, I'm going to say, "Barkeep, a round of Fireball whiskey for me and my friends. The Misfits are here."
Then this is nice. Sorry, one moment while I roll away. set up everything except for grabbing dice. Not that I need it yet, just saying. Alright, so a round of Fireball whiskey, you said?
Yes.
Nice. The barkeep is he's a half-orc. He has very long hair, kind of unkempt a bit, but it is tied back, as you do in food service. And he will kind of look at you a little oddly, and then be like, well, we got this here, acid breath whiskey. I guess it's kind of the same thing. You want to try it?
I guess it'd be better than nothing.
Aw, man, you'll find it's better than fire. Warms you right up. Almost feels like your insides are with acid. And he kind of just winks at you. But not really. It's just one of them fun names to call things. He will give you guys small wooden cups, and it's full of like this green bubbly liquid.
I will down mine.
Bubbly?
First one's on the house, especially for new folk.
What, I'm so sorry, DM.
Mhm.
What was the name of the lady that sent us to Ruby?
Oh yeah, she did tell you her name.
Giselle, right?
Words and things. Galessa? I might have said Jalessa. Jalessa.
Well, on the house is lovely. We're looking for Ruby. Jalessa sent us here to talk to her about the contracts.
Ah, yes. I was wondering, you guys looking like you look and being new in town. And then he'll kind of look over at the other side of the room where a female halfling is chatting with some patrons. Oi, Ruby, these folks want to talk about monsters. She'll give a little start and pad over. Oh, why hello. You want some monsters?
You're just giving them away?
Well, that's not exactly how it goes. We're looking more for a monster hunter who's gone lost.
Ah. Okay. That's right. She kind of pauses for a moment. That's right. So you're after Elamine.
Yes, she's a friend of mine.
Well, you never told me that.
It
Well,
was a play on words.
I think she was after the White Wyvern that has a lair in a mountain. Little bit away from here.
Was there a bounty on it, or did she come here specifically for it?
Well, she had heard about it, and it's close by, so I think she was actually specifically looking for that one. Although, if you're looking for some yetis in an ice cave, I got an ice cave for you. I also got this hot spring with the treasure. But
I like that one. That one sounds fun.
I
We should
know.
do that.
Hold on, buddy.
I kind of elbow Zizel in the head because he's shorter than me.
Oh, that hurt.
could maybe go look for treasure after we find the missing lady.
Well, there's a sacred site up on this mountain, and I heard that there might be a shrine to a god of fire. Who knows? But there's a lair up there, and the dragon's taking it over. Although it is a 6-day round trip from here.
Six?
Well, best make sure we're well packed before we head on out then.
Yes. You can stop by the apothecary. They have some great stuff. We also have a curious shop. Basically the odds and ends that you might need. But yeah, you can grab your stuff and head on out. Find that dragon.
A map
Probably get
would
to
be
the odds and
great.
ends.
Wyvern, but potato.
Ah, yes. I like potatoes.
You sound like you've got a lot of different contracts. Where do these all come from?
Well, you know, places and things, hear about them. I'm just the messenger.
Right, but like, who paid?
Well, the people who own the contracts. I do have them in paper form if you want to look at it.
Oh, that's so. Just hypothetically, if we weren't complete, what do we come back to you, or do we go to someone else?
Well, that there's entirely up to you. You can come to me and I can, kind of do the transaction here and then I collect on it. Like, you collect from me and I collect from them, or you can just go straight to them.
Okay, I see.
But it looks like the
alright,
snow
well-
might be coming down and the sun's not getting any higher, so if you want to get started, you might want to go quick.
Right. Map of the area. Best place to buy that?
That would probably be the curious shop. Or you could try you one.
Probably best to buy one. That way it's
Sure.
already written out.
Well, if that's how you want to do things.
Well, we do gotta get a move on, so
Well, you
we
guys
best
look
get to it
cold.
then.
Would you like a cup of peppermint tea for the road? It's very warm.
We had some.
Oh, did you? Okay.
I'll take some
Can
peppermint
I?
tea. I won't say
Wait, no,
more.
no.
I won't say no to more
Wait, what?
peppermint tea.
Can I roll an insight check before he drinks that?
Sure. As he's raising the mug to his lips.
It's a 24. It's a 24.
What are you trying to insight?
I want to know if this stuff is like, I don't know, drugged or like some sort of like hallucinogenic, poisoned. Why? Why are they
Okay.
so eager to give us peppermint tea?
So with your insight of 24, you can tell that, like, your first instinct when you left the other shop of this, that was a little weird, right? Seems to be following you. Like, she is acting a little weird. She's acting like she wants to get you out and off on this job. The peppermint tea, if you want to look into that, you can go ahead and roll, like, a medicine to see if there's, like, specifically, like, by smelling it or
Okay.
something, or looking at it, or remembering how it tasted. But there is something off.
Okay, yeah, I guess I'll roll my medicine check is not going to be at all good. Oh, my wisdom is well, it's not my lowest.
Oh,
That's a nat one. So as far as I'm concerned, I am just severely suspicious, but have nothing to hang that particular hat on.
Yep, you're like, I don't know if I trust this, they're being weird, but also maybe it's just because I'm not good with people, but who would poison tea? I don't know, so you can't really tell.
Who would poison tea? How
I
very
know, right?
dare.
They're just being, hospitable. So, yeah.
What they spit on?
There's nothing sketchy. They spit in the tea, that's what. Alright, do you drink it, Ziesel?
I do drink it.
Cool. Please take 10. I'm just kidding. Cool. Noted. Alright, so she will point you in the direction of the building that is by the well. That's the Curiosity Shop. Curioso.
Just so you have a reminder, anything like potion wise lasts twice as long on me because of my race.
Okay. Noted.
And before we run out, I'm gonna run back up to the bartender and whisper, you should come up with snowball whiskey.
Snowball whiskey?
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking to the bartender. Snowball whiskey? What's that? Do you
I
just
don't know.
melt some snowballs?
I don't know. See, that's why I said you should come up with it. Because there's a fireball, so you should make a snowball.
Ah. One thing I forgot to describe for you guys, as you look, as you're in the inn, you're used to inns being like warm and cozy, right? And there is a fireplace in here, but the fire is not lit, and everyone is dressed in like warm furs, and yes.
Okay, now I want to know why there's no fire here.
Say that one more time.
I want to know why there's no fire.
Are you asking?
No, that's me personally.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this just gets weirder and weirder. I don't like it. I can roll a nat 1 on that medicine check all I want. I'm not drinking that tea. I'm now just suspicious AF, and I don't care that I can't tell that there's anything wrong with it. I'm not drinking it.
Now that I'm aware that there's no fire, can I roll an insight and see if I pick up anything weird?
Sure.
That's a 27.
What are you looking for?
Just trying to pick up on the general vibe, and maybe why they're so eager to push us out.
Okay. Let's see. So you're definitely picking up on the fact that she's like trying to give you all these really cool things to go after and to leave. As you look around at the patrons and you're like, why is it cold, and why are they just bundled up? Why is there no fire? You do notice that there are several of the patrons who, let's see. There's a definite difference between, it's a little dark in here without the fire going. So there's some tables with like lanterns or candles and things like that. And then there's some tables that are just literally dark, but there's people sitting at them. But they don't really seem to be chatting or doing what some of the other patrons are doing. Like you would call, normal people actions. They're just kind of sitting there in the dark.
Okay.
But they're all smiling and just, looking friendly.
Yeah, but That doesn't pass the vibe check.
Sure it does.
Well,
I mean, we were gonna head out, right? So, like, I guess Ziesel, do you do anything now, or are we just heading out? And you're gonna like talk to us outside.
I would like to say something kind of like to the group, but a little bit louder than a normal conversation in Thieves' Cant, that passes like a message to another thief in the area that I may be looking for additional information.
Okay. Noted.
And I'll be talking to my, like, loudly to the group as we're walking out the door.
Alrighty. Got it. So, you guys exit. Where are you off to? As you come out, you do notice that some people are setting up some of the carts and things with goods out in that field where the market is.
That sounds like where I want to go.
I mean, we were gonna get a map, but I don't see why we can't just look at the market too.
Okay. You guys already. The random items that are in my book across the room you can find at this market, like in chapter 5, the like item list that has like, you know, lanterns and candlesticks and random odds and ends that you need to do things with life.
So you would say it's like a normal market. It's not like anything crazy.
Yeah. Nothing crazy. There is like a couple like food stalls and things with baked goods and things, but it's just like normal run-of-the-mill things.
I'm going to go up to someone who looks like they have like herbs and things like that, and inquire about getting some peppermint tea.
Okay.
Like some of the local leaves for whatever peppermint tea they make around here.
Gotcha. So you encounter another halfling, and she's just laying out. She definitely has some like dried herbs hanging from her stall, and some laid out, some crushed into like little containers that you can get. And you ask her about the peppermint, and you're asking specifically about the peppermint tea that the town makes?
Oh yes, I've had 2 wonderful glasses of it, and we're getting ready to go on an adventure, and I'd like to take some to prepare myself.
Oh, yes. That tea is the bee's knees, which is funny because I don't think bees have knees. Anyway, well, I do have this peppermint that's crushed. It's not going to taste exactly like the tea that the town has, because, you know, secret ingredients and family recipe, you know, type things. But it is peppermint, and you can crush it into a tea if you want.
But it's not the same.
No, although I think that the inn does sell its own bottles.
What if I told you I was a long-lost relative of someone in town?
Oh, well, that's
Do
exciting.
you literally
That-
say
that-
it like?
That's a 27 deception.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, let me roll just to see, but I got it.
Oh, come on! For a 27
Oh my
deception,
gosh.
you gotta come up with a better sentence than that.
So she will be super excited. Oh my, who are you related to?
I'm actually the great nephew 3 times removed of the
my
mayor.
god, this is so stupid.
Oh, the mayor. God rest his soul.
Wait, what? Bobby literally says that out loud. Actually, she was in the back covering her eyes with her hand, and then she says, "God rest his soul," and my hand comes down, and I go, "Wait, what?"
Wait, what?
Unfortunately, he never gave me the recipe before he passed.
Oh, gotcha. Well, you know, you might want to talk to Ruby then, because she, I believe, has the recipe. I don't actually have it. I don't know it. But the inn, or I think the apothecary might have the recipe too. But, you know, us lowly folks who aren't connected to such powerful people, and she kind of has star eyes when she looks at you, aren't privileged with the actual information of those ingredients.
Then I guess I'll just have to go back to the apothecary. Thank you so much for all the help.
Oh, of course. It's great to meet you. What's your name again?
Ziesel.
Hi, Ziesel. Oh, never mind. Have a good day. Glad to help. And with your passive, what's your passive? Okay, yeah, Susan. As you kind of turn away, you hear her mutter to the person next to her something about, I don't know, lizard folk, and was that the time that, you know, he went away for a weekend? Or, you know, enter sketchy shenanigans here? You know.
What the hell just happened?
I unwittingly started to sow rumors in this small town.
You sure did.
That's future Ziesel problems.
Amazing. Alright, what would you guys like to do? Also, Hank and Sarah, is there anything that you specifically wanted to do, or are you along for the ride at the moment? Shenanigans.
Right now, we're just kind of following the lead of these two. That being said, Hank being Hank is going to kind of pick up Ziesel so he can look at him face to face and just be, you know, now, we don't want to be stirring up too much trouble. I don't want you kicking up too much of a hornet's nest while we're here.
But the mayor, he is my great uncle, 3 times removed. Is that the right amount of dates? That's what I told him.
Well, just don't create too much trouble now, and he's going to put Ziesel back down.
Hey, Hank, do you think this place is a little weird?
Well, at first I thought everyone was just nice and kind, but ain't no fires here. I don't know how they all stay warm.
I think it's
At least not enough fire.
tea.
What about the tea? I
I
noticed
don't
they
know,
like
maybe
mustard.
maybe that's how they stay warm. I don't know. Do I feel I've already rolled an insight check and I'm suspicious AF, but I don't know why. So how do I express this? And I
Hank
don't
is
know,
gonna
did
keep
anything
talking
seem
to,
off?
Hank's going to kind of keep talking to Bomb. He's like, well, I do know about how to make at least potions and whatnot. Maybe there's something special about that tea. If I could at least maybe get a look at the herbs, I might be able to figure something out.
I mean, I don't think we made that good of an impression at the end. I think
Probably not.
Ruby is not gonna yet.
Unless you just wanted to go ask for another cup.
I don't think the name for the Misfits is a good fit for our group.
I did that.
What?
Ziesel did.
He should be vetoed out of the group then. Obsidian, eat him.
Now. Let's settle down.
Hey,
We talked about
I
this,
was
not in the
just
middle of
trying
town.
it on for size.
You're two little sizes.
Don't mean to be pointing fingers, but says the family.
Yeah.
That was exactly the problem. I chose a name that was too big for us.
I'm not sure. All right. Listen, where's
I
this
don't-
curiosity shop? And I start looking around.
I at least have a giant cat to ride on. What does he have? He has a tail.
I think we best get back to what we had in store. Let's keep our mind on the goal here.
Where is this curiosity shop?
By the well.
I'm gonna start tromping that one.
Hank will follow suit.
I'm gonna look down the well.
Okay. Just a moment. So it looks like a well. It has cold, clear water, and it looks like it goes about 30 feet down. And there's like a rope and stuff, like a normal well with bucket.
Can I try to pull up a bucket of water?
Sure. It looks like it's well used. You're able to use the handle to crank up a bucket of water. And now you have a bucket of water.
Not to take with you, of course, but yeah.
I'll fill one of my vials full of water.
Okay.
And then I'll lower the bucket. Or I'll put it back in the same position as when I found it.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay, so you guys go into the curio shop.
Yep, that's the plan.
Okay, am I saying that right? Curios? Well, that's what it's called now. All right. So you walk in and you see what looks to be a scattering of shelves, and they're just full of odds and ends and trinkets and what looks like old pottery type stuff, and some of it. There's a back corner of the room that looks like it's collecting things, and they're like dirty and just ready to be cleaned and then set out. And there's an elf in there, and she's just petering around the shop, putting things up and polishing items.
I'm deferring to Hank.
As we're looking around, I want to kind of pick up items and then move them and slowly rearrange the shelves.
Oh no.
That's a 27 sleight of hand.
Why? You've rolled 3 27s in a row. Stop.
Yeah, actually,
The thing is, those are all different modifiers. So
that's hilarious. So you're picking things up and moving them around. Sounds good. You pick up a lot of just random items, and hold on, let me grab my book for a second. No, that's not it. This book. Don't know what page it's on, but we'll find out. Oh, hey, look, I found it. Are you just kind of picking stuff up and moving them, or are you, like, observing and looking at stuff as you pick it up?
I'm going to be kind of observing and looking at them, but, like, intentionally, when I put them down, I'm not going to put them down in the wrong spot.
Okay.
This is how poor shopkeepers end up with somebody who's like, no, this thing of lotion really is $2.
Yeah, it's a bunch of trinkets, and then you do see there's like a box of gloves that you mismatch some of the gloves in. There's a one of those like almost mannequin head type things made of wood that has a headband on it, and another one that looks like it has almost like a little, I want to say crown because that's kind of the shape, but it's not like crown-esque. It's just like a band that goes around the forehead.
Oh, what color is
Oh, a circlet?
Sure.
What's it look like? Like, what color is it? Or what's it made out of?
You ask description
Party.
questions.
Oh my god.
That's
We're
right.
like, hey.
It's like, okay, so there's like a bunch of random stuff here. Exactly what does it look like? Well, this looks like... There it is.
Would it look good on Ziesel?
I mean, it might. It kind of has some blue jagged stone work that is set into the band with what looks like almost twig-like things stuck behind the gems.
I'm gonna take it.
You're gonna take it?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead and roll me another sleight of hand, since now you're taking something and not just moving it.
Sorry, I lost the page.
Okay.
I literally lost my roll 20 page.
Huh, you rolled a 26. I need a dexterity saving throw, please.
I'm
Sorry.
literally approaching the counter to ask for a map, and you're just doing.
I am having technical difficulties. So sorry, just 1 second.
Real quick, would Hank have been able to see Ziesel doing this?
You are welcome to roll perception, and if you beat a 26, then yeah.
That's a 15 for a dex save.
Okay. Let's see if Hank sees you. Nope.
Hank doesn't see nothing.
That's an 8. Nope. Okay, so Bame, you approach the counter to ask for a map. The elf woman turns to you just as you're kind of getting her attention, and you hear this loud crack behind you. Ziesel, as you picked up this band from its mannequin head, a spark goes off, and you take 6 points of lightning damage. And it looks like you set off a trap.
Okay.
The elf woman will turn to you and say, excuse me, don't touch the artifacts.
I want this one.
And she'll kind of bustle over and make sure that things around the area didn't get damaged. Well,
No, just rearrange.
for that one, it will be 1,000 gold pieces.
Put it back now, Ziesel.
But
Put it back now, Ziesel.
I will give you 850 for it.
Well, that is a number, but it is 1,000 gold pieces.
That's a number.
Hey guys, can I borrow 100 gold pieces, please?
You don't even
Put
know
it back
is.
now,
What
Ziesel.
does it even do?
It zapped me. I have to have it.
Oh my god.
Well, to be honest, it was the fact that you took it off of its pedestal that zapped you, not the helmet
right,
itself.
you're setting off the alarm system. Yeah.
Please, it's gonna be a present to a long lost relative.
What? Wait, are you still trying to haggle with her?
Yes.
Oh.
So Hank is going to walk right up to Ziesel and slap him with a hand of healing, like literally slap him,
Yes.
and just like, now you stop your misbehavings and put that back right where you got it.
How many healing points does he get back? You've overhealed him. Wonderful.
All right. So
It's 2 temporary healing points.
what if I give you a down payment of 900, and whenever we're done, I come back and pay you the last 100 for it?
What if you ask her to put it on hold and we buy our map and go find us a missing person?
Because this is vital to our mission. We need this.
Now, how do you figure that?
I can tell the future, and this is gonna come in handy with us trying to convince the wyvern to give up the person we're going to go save.
I'm pretty sure
As I
she
roll a
Malarkey,
seven
Ziesel.
What do I
persuasion
roll?
check.
What do I roll again?
Who are you trying to persuade? The group?
Yes.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll a group insight.
What? Insight? Okay,
Well,
sweet.
Do
But
all of us
honestly-
roll one, or just
Yeah,
one person roll
It'll
all
be
of us?
average, so you all roll.
That's a 14.
But I was gonna say, unless all of you roll below the 7, it'll be fine.
Hank got a 15.
Yeah, they're calling,
Sarah got a 21.
they're calling your BS, Diesel.
Ziesel, I'm pretty sure. I hate to say this, but I am almost 100% positive that this unfortunate person is dead. And that we're doing body retrieval here. So I don't think we're going to need to bribe the wyvern with anything.
Is it magic?
Are you
I'm
asking
gonna
me
ask the
that?
shop. I'm gonna ask the shopkeeper dejectedly. Is it a magic circlet?
Well, of course it's magic. All of
Why'd
my
you go and
items
tell
are
him that
magic.
for?
Guys, please. I'll pay
No.
you back.
And when will you pay us back?
After we get paid for this next job.
You still owe me that 200 gold from some time back.
I'll pay you that as well.
Are you. Roll another persuasion check.
That's a
Oh, yeah, no, Bombay's not giving you anything. That is a nat one. She has started ignoring you and is looking at the map.
So the shopkeeper is deciding that, she's not going to sell this item, but she is keeping an eye on you because you're shifty. But she's gonna show you the map. It is 5 silver to keep, and she'll kind of point out the
I'll pay that.
mountains that you're talking about with the wyvern.
Okay, I will pay that.
You know, on your travels, if you happen to come across any artifacts or things of interest, you know, like legitimate looking objects, be free to bring them back. I do pay full price for treasures and trinkets.
Really?
I mean,
Well, there you
that's
go
good
now,
to know,
Ziesel.
but-
You can work off that little thing, whatever it is. Circle it.
What would you give me for this?
For what?
I pull out my fur-lined wooden box with a secret compartment that glows blue with light when opened. Inside the box is inscribed with the true name of an ice fiend.
Wait, are you? Okay.
Doggone it, Ziesel.
She will look at it. Do you hand it to her and to examine?
I am going to give her about as much courtesy to inspect this as she gave me to inspect the circlet.
You are so petty.
So none. So are you just like holding it and like opening the box, being like, look, it glows.
Yes.
Okay.
Repeatedly, probably knowing him.
Look at the blue flashy light.
If she tries to touch it, I'll do the comical thing where I snap the lid closed on her fingers.
Sounds good. She will kind of glance at it. Well, that is a very interesting looking box. If you're interested in a sale, I can definitely look into it. I do need to examine it to find out exactly what it is so I can give you the price that it deserves.
I'll hand it to her and let her examine it.
Oh.
Well, at cursory glances, it might have something of interest. It'll take a day or so to get it properly appraised, however.
But that means that I wouldn't be able to leave with the circlet.
Well, if you're going after the wyvern, it'll take you several days to get back.
What if you had her examine it after we're back in town and resting or something? You could live without a circlet for a bit.
I honestly feel that this magic circlet is going to be detrimental to our cause.
Detriment. I'm
Ziesel,
pretty sure you
if you
actually.
don't stop right now, I'm gonna have to do something about you.
I don't think that word means what you think it means.
Experimental to our cause?
Would you like to
Beneficial.
know more about the circlets?
Yes. I should have asked that question before I started doing things. So yes.
Of course, in order to purchase something, you need to understand what you're buying.
I understand it tried to shock me.
It wasn't the...
He.
So,
You see,
this is the renowned helm of telepathy. Or telepathy, if you were to say it right. You can wear this and sense the thoughts of those around you, if you're able to maintain concentration long enough. Some also say that you could suggest a thought to enter a person's mind and have them follow that thought.
no, he does not need the
Yeah,
circlet.
that
Also,
wasn't good for Ziesel to hear.
It-
insight check. Her.
I will
Yeah.
give you a down payment of 924 gold and 8 silver pieces to
Yeah.
hold this for me until we
To
get
hold it. Oh my God.
At which point
Where's my insight button? God
I
damn
will
it.
pay you for the rest of this.
It's a 17.
So you want me to hold it and
And
not
I-
sell it to
Ziesel-
anyone but you when you get back with more money?
Yes.
Well, that can definitely be arranged. Bame, you
Um.
sense that she is being honest.
Okay. Oh, jeez. Can I step up and say, it's very, very generous of you to offer to hold it. He's being himself. Is it possible to hold it for a slightly lesser amount? After all, we're basically saying we're going to come back and pay for it.
I mean, I would love to if that was the amount he gave, but the amount has been offered and accepted.
Well, looks like they got a deal now.
I only need 75 gold and 2 silver more.
Oh my god. Okay, it's 75 gold and 2 silver.
Doggone it.
Really?
We
That's
can't
all you're
take you
short?
nowhere.
Yes.
That's all you're short is 75?
Does that wipe you out completely?
Yeah,
There-
it does.
There is nothing left.
Oh my
You know what? Okay, at this point, knowing Ziesel and the fact that he just doesn't let things go when he gets to this stage, I am gonna loan him 100 gold pieces. Just to make this end. So we can leave. God damn it, Ziesel.
Just make it end.
So you have 100 gold from me. I'm writing this down. You owe me money.
He owes everyone money now.
Literally everyone.
Okay. I will pay her the rest and take the circlet.
All right. You guys are ridiculous.
I can't even type. I spelled it I spelled Ziesel wrong, and I spelled O's without an E, and it's in all caps.
Oh my gosh. So she will take it and put it into like a felt lined pouch just to protect it a bit, and then hand it over.
You happy now?
Yes.
You know,
Also,
go ahead.
I gave you 100 gold. You will never use that on me.
Whatever
Well, he ain't
you
gonna be
say.
using it on any of us.
Also, if you're looking for more work, if when you come back from this dragon venture, I am planning on
Wyvern?
sending.
Is it actually a
cart-
dragon?
Oh, well, potatoes. I want to send a cart
Potato,
filled with these
potato.
artifacts that I can't sell in town to these merchants that aren't as attuned with the majesticness of artifacts, into a port city about 2 days' ride from here. So, if you want to be the guards of the cart, protected from bandits and things, and thing called Snow Terror, then I would offer to pay you each 500 gold.
A thing called... What?
I'm sorry, what, dear?
Did you also really just offer... we can discuss it when we get back.
All right. Well, when you get back, we'll definitely talk about perhaps the guard mission.
The f is happening? Okay. Bama doesn't actually say that. She says... she gives her a weird look and then says, right. And just walks out the front door.
Pleasure doing business with you. Remember, if you find anything, as the door shuts.
I'll stick my head back in. You'll be the person we bring it to.
Thank you, dear.
Come on, you're creating enough problems.
Can we... Okay, do we need horses or a cart or something, by the way? Because, wait, no, but it's in the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
Do we need snowshoes?
We're going to need some climbing gear. We got some rope, but we're definitely going to need something else aside from rope.
Okay,
And of course,
the market's gonna have that, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we
One
gotta go
more
back to
thing.
work.
We should buy some pitons. But I'm kind of all out of money.
That's a lie. I gave you
Did you-
100 gold. You should have like 20 gold left.
So you can find anything on page 150 in the handbook at this market.
Oh man, you're gonna make me hang on. I didn't have my go.
I can tell you, like, you guys are looking for like things. There's a climber's
Yeah, so-
kit,
yeah, yeah.
some pitons.
Is the alchemist fire kit actually in there? Or no, because there's no fire in the village?
I think that's gonna be the exception.
Actually, you are correct. There is no fire.
Okay. I want, I want to buy extra rations and the climbing kit.
Okay.
So, how much would 10 rations in a climbing kit?
Rations are there. So 10 rations. Math and stuff. That is 5 gold and... So that'll be 30 gold for the rations and the climber's kit.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I will pay that up. 30.
Hank will also buy a spare climber's kit, just so that we have enough of what we need.
Cool. Climber's kits are 25 gold.
Alrighty.
I am going to buy 5 oil flasks,
Well, that's a good call.
Okay.
10 pitons, an extra thing of rope, and a tinderbox.
Okay. You do your own math on that.
Yep.
All right, and Hank's also going to get himself a spare, like a miner's pick to have on hand, maybe 2. And
You can find 1. You won't find 2.
okay, so then 1 pick and 1 shovel.
Okay.
Now I'll make sure to mark that out.
Definitely. Does Vame or Sarah want anything?
Nope, I got my climbing kit and my rations.
Oh,
That's
right.
all in one.
Don't forget the stuff that you out at the beginning when you made your character.
Sarah is going to get a vial of antitoxin just to have on hand, just in case.
Oh, okay, the apothecary probably has that. Oh, I forgot something. I need more arrows.
Yeah, so as you're looking through the market, you won't find antitoxin, but if you travel back to the apothecary, you will. It's 50 gold for the antitoxin, a vial. But you will find arrows here, Vame.
Yeah, I'll take an even 20.
Okay. What's that, Sarah? I'm talking to Is.
Sarah's going to grab some more arrows.
Your sound's getting real muffled.
Sarah is going to grab some arrows as well.
Grab some
Okay.
arrows as well. Good. Cool.
If you go back to the apothecary, I'll go with you and try to get some herbs to make some of my own tea.
Okay. So you go in and ask for the herbs for the tea. Well, hi, welcome back. You just couldn't stay away, could you? Would you like some more tea? You look cold.
I was looking. I love the tea so much that I was looking to get some to make on my own when we're away from the village.
Oh, definitely, for sure. I have some bags back here of the mixture.
That would be fantastic.
Please roll me an insight.
Uh, 29.
Okay. You can tell as she hands you the bag that she's withholding information.
I absolutely loved when my great uncle 3 times removed used to make this for me. What's exactly in it?
Great uncle? What?
Yeah, the mayor. He was my great uncle 3 times removed.
Go ahead and roll a deception. It's a different person you're deceiving on this.
Oh, I need an inspiration.
Yeah, this is
that
super
was
important.
only a 13.
Yeah. Especially with the extra. I think you added 1 too many greats. So she'll just kind of look at you for a moment and be like, kind of like she's humoring you, like, all right, dear, you're so fun. Well, if you want this bag yourself to make it, it's a gold.
I'll give the gold. But seriously, what are you guys hiding from us?
Oh.
Oh my god!
Sorry, come again?
I feel like the entire time we've been in town, people have been like just not completely upfront, and then there's the whole fact that you guys don't have fire.
Fire? Oh, well, you know, there was an
Where-
incident a while ago where one of the buildings caught and burned down, so we're just a little twitchy. We're just being careful.
You know, the last time someone avoided fire, they tried to take over like 3 continents. It turned out really bad. I think there's more to it.
I'm not gonna lie, that's genius.
Well, I mean, we're just a town trying to make our way in the world. You know,
I'm sorry, that reference went straight over my head. What are we talking about?
I
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And
But
at
thank
least
you.
for here, like this building specifically, we're careful with fire because, you know, we sell spell components like powdered sulfur. You don't want that around fire.
And your excuse for the inn.
Oh, I don't think they've cleaned that flue in a while. So hard to find good help nowadays.
This is so weird. Question, actually, how do you get the tea hot?
Well, you take a pot of water and Oh, you mean us? How do we get it hot without the flame? That's so funny that you ask that. This pot
Yeah.
specifically is
Uh-huh.
magic. And she'll kind of show you the bottom of it, and there's some runes on the bottom.
Oh. Okay.
Isn't it wonderful? We can heat things up with no fire.
Sure. Yeah. And now I'm giving Hank like the darty eyes, right? It's still like, can we leave? I don't like this place, Hank. Can we leave? Those kinds of eyes.
You know, the sun looks like it's gonna set soon. If you're going on your trip, you might want to get started. Unless you want to spend the
This is
night.
the First,
No, I
like,
don't think we'll be spending the night. I think we'll be on the road now. Thank you kindly.
Yeah, thanks.
All right.
You're right. I think we should be going.
All right, y'all, let's get a move on.
Yep. Following you.
All right, so you guys set out straight away. You'll head towards the mountains that are on the map, and while you guys are trekking through, it's a 3-day hike, and then you will reach the mountain if you reach the mountain. I mean, when you reach the mountain. But before we start our hike and the investigation of this mountain, we're going to take a break.
Before we take the break, can we do a very quick question? Because there's just one that we didn't answer.
Okay.
Somebody in chat wanted to know what Hank would have done if he had rolled high enough to see Zizel try to take the circlet before that all went down.
That is a great question.
Well, had Hank actually seen what Zizel was doing, he was going to use a stunning strike to stun him in place, tie him up, and throw him over his shoulder.
Nice.
But, you know, sometimes it's all up to the dice.
I feel like sometimes the shifty characters just get thrown around by the more reasonable party members.
Yeah, we do kind of have a habit of literally just subduing our own party members.
Right? You're causing trouble.
I want to light a large bonfire in the center of the village.
Oh my god, no.
Before you leave?
So, we're leaving.
Do it.
If that's something you're interested in,
I
you can let me know how you plan on doing this.
like that the fairies
And
like,
then we'll
do
see
it.
what happens after the break. So anyway, chat, thank you. We will be back in, let's say 5 minutes. So just a quick break for us, and then we will get back to our story and find out what happens on this trek. Those my players, I'm going to leave your mics on in case you want to chat with the chat. And otherwise, I'll see you back in 5 minutes.
I'm back.
Can you send me the information on that circlet? My character has a really cool flaw that I like. I'm too greedy for my own good, and I can't resist taking a risk if money is involved.
Yeah, we know.
Hey, Miss DM, whenever you get a chance, can you send me the information for that circlet?
Yes, I did send it to you.
Thanks.
We're back to.
Morrises are here.
Hello, hello.
Are you guys actually setting a bonfire on our way out of town?
I would love to, but I don't think we're gonna. I don't think I'm going to be able to pull it off
Okay.
because
I
you
think
guys
that's
won't
prob-
let me,
Yeah.
and I no longer have the funds to do so. Because I wouldn't be opposed to actually buying someone's cart and then lighting it on fire.
Buying someone's cart?
Yeah. Buy a cart, pour oil on it, light it on fire.
Wow. Man, I thought I had sound for like travel.
They couldn't yell at me because I bought the cart, therefore I would be lighting my own cart on fire.
It's true. So you're not gonna do fire?
I don't think the group does not think that it would be a wise idea.
Half of the group doesn't think it'd be a rise idea. The fairies all in.
Okay.
Personally, Ziesel thinks that that it would it would be in our best interest to see what would happen.
What if we do it when we get back? And
Yeah.
after we get paid?
We won't need to after we get paid.
Group mom and group dad are probably going to try to stop you, so let's just leave.
Group mom and group dad will try to stop me, but group sister can be convinced, and you're not going to try to stop group sister.
You're really not wrong.
Verify login, please.
Sorry, I had to reload things.
No worries, we're just talking about arson.
Indeed.
I thought we
Okay.
were talking about our daughter.
Oh gosh.
Well, a son and a daughter.
I was like, wait, what? Oh goodness, why? Okay. Anyway, you guys are traveling. Let's see what happens. Ta-da. First day of travel. Who's reading the map?
Me, I guess, since I bought.
Seems legit.
You need a survival check.
Yes, please.
It's 19.
Okay. So, how much into the night do you want to go? Do you want to like travel as far as possible, or are you guys actually going to spend the 3 days hiking? Like you go and camp and go and camp, and how do you want this to play out?
What's the group thing? Because I'm thinking we're probably gonna want to camp.
As I do not
I'm
have
thinking
transportation, I don't think I would want to travel very far at night.
Okay. So, with your survival, you are able to find a clearing in some trees that seems safe for a campsite.
So, actually, what kind of trees are in this area?
They're like pine trees.
Okay. Are they the ones that have the big sweeping? Are some of them the ones that have the big downward sweeping branches?
Yes.
Okay. So, as far as I'm aware, we don't actually have a tent. I am specifically looking for a large pine that is old, of the type that typically tends to drop the lower branches down pretty low, and then the inner ones tend to die off a little bit, and it forms like an area that you can basically camp inside of underneath the tree.
Okay.
It's called something. I cannot now remember what it is called, but it's actually like a thing. And we can put, if there's a clearing near, we can put the fire there for a bit, or we can just go firelit and be inside the tree.
Okay. That works.
So you're saying we can have a fire now that we're away from the town?
You could have a fire in town.
I was talking to our group mom.
Sorry.
Oh, I mean, campfires are great. They just seem to have. You're talking about setting, like, you know, weirdly destructive fires in the middle of town. I'm pretty sure that wasn't going to be well received.
I was planning on having a celebratory bonfire in the town square.
Celebrating what?
New
Our
fire.
departure. $24 for deception for our departure.
Don't think you can roll high enough. Big yawn. High up. Anyway, okay, so I have no idea why they don't do fire in this area. I'm starting to wonder if it doesn't have something to do with, like, wildlife in the area being weirdly attracted to fire. And I don't know how to safely test that theory.
I think it'll attract the dragon, and the dragon will show up. And if we would have done it in town, I could have convinced the dragon that the rest of the town was a snackerfice.
A snacrifice.
That's what I said.
I think he watches the same TikToks you do.
That's fine.
So
Hank, do you think we should even start a fire right now?
Yep, because we're not too far from town, so if the dragon does show up, then I can just say that we can accompany the dragon back to town and have a whole town's worth of sacrifices. And if the dragon doesn't show up, I was wrong.
The doctor of the group does not approve.
I'm pretty sure sacrificing people goes against.
if it
ethics.
helps, you are in a snowy forest and it's really cold. So unless you have other ways to keep warm,
Yeah, I'm fine. I have the hat thing on, but the problem is, here's the other thing: it's a snowy forest, and it's cold. Is there any dry wood?
that's a great question.
I have oil in a tinderbox.
Oh, we'll be fine then. Yeah, okay.
These are also pines.
Yeah, okay, alright. Let's go ahead and start a fire.
I feel like I've
Not right next to the tree, though.
I feel like I've traumatized you guys. Like, let's debate on camp. I don't trust it.
Let's spend 5 minutes debating on if we set a campfire. I don't
It's-
trust it.
It's not that we don't trust the camping, it's they don't trust the fire. And they don't like
so-
the fact that the rogue is the one coming up with the idea.
Yeah.
Technically, I think Bombe is warm-blooded, but I've kind of been playing her to not be entirely okay with the cold, and I do actually have a hat that makes me not. That makes me cold resistant.
Yeah. So that helps. While you guys are debating
So yeah,
this,
fire.
since you're all still up and taking first watch all together, debating fire, go ahead and roll me perception.
All of us?
I hate that.
Yup.
Yeah, I hate that. $21.
Oh. Hey, I rolled a 21. You rolled a 14.
Oh,
Hank rolled
thank you.
8.
Sorry, I literally read the wrong number.
Okay. The woods seem still.
See, even the woods want us to start a fire. The woods are cold.
I'm already gathering wood.
Right. You guys
Do you
are
need another
able...
survival check?
Yes.
Okay, well that's a 24. So it's
You're
a great campfire.
Able to find and set up a nice camp for the night. Very cozy. And the night goes without incident. How early do you want to get a start on your hike for the next morning?
I think as early as we can.
Cool. Sun comes up, the crows start cawing, and you wake up in a wintry wonderland of bliss, and you start your trek once more. You continue on. The mountain is very hard to miss, so you're able to just go straight at the mountain without having to really follow the map or wonder if you're going in the right direction or not. So that's helpful. And you spend the next day hiking. Is there anything you want to talk or do or look at while you're hiking today?
What is our actual plan?
I was gonna find the wyvern and hit it really hard until it stopped moving, and then figure out where the lady is.
Sounds like a reasonable plan.
Or just saying we could actually make a real plan instead of using brute force. Like, Diesel could use his sneak attack, and there could be smallening. I could use the smallening spell I have,
Well,
reduction spell I have. We could, actually make a plan instead of total brute force.
it all seems to work out anyways.
I'm
As-
afraid that it's not just a wyvern.
You thinking it's a dragon?
I think it's an old dragon.
Then don't you think we should reconnaissance it instead of, brute force, so we
I
don't
mean-
exactly die?
Yeah, no, that's okay. So my plan's a little simplistic because my part of the plan is going to be hitting it until it stops moving. But when we get there, I'm perfectly fine to hang out for a minute while Zizel looks around.
Your plan is more of an end goal.
I mean, that's entirely truthful, and that's fine. If you want to hash out some details for when we get there, that's fine with me. Just,
Um,
I'll
I
know
do-
when I'm needed.
I do have one word if this is an actual old dragon.
Okay.
Dibs.
I was thinking rum.
What do you mean, Dib?
I just dibs the treasure.
Well,
No, you have to say what you're calling dibs on before you call dibs.
I just did.
No, you said it after you called dibs. Also, this is a partnership. There are no dibs. And you owe me 100 gold.
In which case, I can pay you after we get the treasure.
Yeah, out of your share of it. Wait, anyway, the treasure's not the point. There's a woman missing. And maybe a
Now,
dragon.
that's the bigger point in all this, is that we gotta find and help someone first.
No,
I don't know, Hank. I think she's dead, though.
Let's just leave the treasure alone for right now and worry about finding someone.
Wait,
Have mercy. It's like working with children. All day daycare.
do we have to bring back proof of life or death?
we probably should. We can cut off a finger or something.
Of the woman?
Of the we're supposed to bring back the body if we find a body,
Yes,
and her if we
bring
find
back
her.
the body and lay her rest proper.
Well, and it said if she is dead, then to hunt down the killer.
Which we might do depending on what it was that ended her.
As you guys are chatting, it's getting dark, and it's time to find another place to rest.
Now we're still not at, or are we kind of at the foothills of the mountain at this point, or
Yes, actually. So, the tomorrow's day travel will actually be up the mountain.
Okay. What's this terrain like? Are there? Is it rocky? Is it hilly?
Yes.
Okay.
It gets rockier as you get closer to the mountain.
Okay, but there's still trees.
Still
'cause
trees.
We're not. Okay. All right. Let me roll a survival to see if I can find a suitable campsite. 25.
Mm-hmm. Just like before, you're able to find a campsite. And you can use that survival to also gather wood if you would like to do another fire.
Most likely.
Yeah, we're gonna do it.
Might want to stave off the cold.
Alright. So I need, if you want, 2 watchers for the night.
I'll go ahead and I take a shift.
Alright, perception.
Obsidian and I will also take it.
Cool. You can also roll perception. And I think Obsidian has his own, so he can also roll perception.
Okay.
Get the double whammy.
Perception is great. He rolled a 15, and I rolled a 12.
Alright. So it seems like there's nothing much going on in these woods. It's almost like just a nice, peaceful, snowy area. The snow's almost muffling things, like it's just.
So is there
very
any
calm.
signs of life at all? Like even
That's what I was
critters,
about to ask.
birds?
Because, like, even if it. Yeah.
You do see like crows and stuff,
Okay.
but you don't really see any large animals or small ones. For
All
that
right.
matter. Nothing on the ground because it's covered in snow. Cool. So next morning, you're up the mountain. You don't really see a path. There's kind of a path, but it's more like I've got to, actually use my climbing gear that I have to safely get up this mountain pass.
Trail.
And you were told that the lair is at the peak.
Yeah, because of course it is.
Well, I guess we best get to it then.
Alright, you guys gather yourselves. I need some dexterity acrobatics checks. And or strength. I'll let you choose.
Definitely gonna be strength.
Because you can, forcefully just manhandle your way up the mountain.
Zeus got a 17.
Okay.
Hank's got a 15 and Sarah's got a 20, even though she can actually fly.
Nice.
24.
She's doing the whole, pretending to climb thing, but really it's her wings. And she's just like, look, guys, this is how you do it.
I'm making you not feel bad.
Yeah, you guys all passed. So you're able to climb this mountain. How would you like to approach the peak?
Obsidian?
Yeah, go ahead. Actually, if he's going to follow you, yes.
So this is where the cap falls.
No.
Well, there's a city.
11 does still make it. You needed a 10. So you are fine. Okay, how would you guys like to approach the peak? Were you doing some
Very
recon you were
carefully.
talking about?
Yeah, so like this mountain, are there spots that we can kind of like stop and maybe climb a tree to get a better look at the peak?
Sure. You can do another acrobatics or yeah, to climb trees.
Okay.
Some
All right.
perceptions to look around, investigation to look around, stealth if you want to be stealthy. However you want to approach.
Oh man, I'm not good at climbing trees though. That's probably going to need to be someone else.
I'll climb a tree.
Hank's just kind of taking a look around, see if there's anything strange. So that's what
Okay.
that 23 is.
And that's an 11 to climb the tree.
Okay. You kind of slide and you get a splinter, but you're able to very clumsily make your way up this tree. Hank, you're looking around. Right now you don't really see anything out of place. It just looks like you're at the top of a mountain. You do see that up ahead a little bit, there looks to be like an actual break in the trees. That looks to be in the center of where you guys are at the peak. You guys just got up the edge of the mountain, and then if you walk further in, you'll be more in the center.
Could I roll a survival check to see if anything at the peak looks like it could be cave-like or the actual entrance, so that we maybe could plan what direction we want to approach from?
Sure.
That is a 20.
All right. So you're seeing that it looks like a beautiful mountain peak. You don't see anything from your past experiences with finding caves that looks cave-like.
That's interesting. I'm going to share that with the group. Do I have knowledge of wyverns in general?
Go ahead and roll a
And,
history.
Okay. I'm specifically wondering, because dragons, I would kind of think, oh god, that's only a 5. Never mind, it doesn't matter what I'm wondering. Well, I can share my thoughts with the group. Okay, so, I will tell the group. You know, I'm not really seeing any signs that there's cave passages in this mountain. I kind of thought the dragons preferred caves. I don't know what wyverns do. If they nest, or if they do caves, or what they do.
Well, aren't wyverns kin to dragon? Aren't they more or less like smaller dragons without the arms, just wings and legs and a tail, and a very bad mouth?
I don't.
Potato, potato.
Cool. Are you guys gonna look around some more?
I think we might have to.
All right.
I'd like to investigate a little, see if I can find any like trace of someone else being up here.
Okay. Investigation.
That's a 19.
In the clearing up ahead a little bit, you do see what looks to be a shrine.
Sorry, I see a what?
A shrine.
I'm gonna approach the shrine.
Okay. It's just this kind of stone altar-like almost, and on the front of it is just the like cartoon image of a flame, and that's it.
The town mentioned something about a god of flame up here, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna take out like one of my torches out of my pack and kind of like plant it in the snow and use my tinderbox to light the tip on fire to make a little fire for it.
Okay. Do you say any prayers, or do you just light the fire?
Yeah, I'm gonna say a little prayer, something like, may you watch over us, and you, the flame of your heart keep us warm.
Very nice. Go ahead and roll religion.
That's a 20.
Awesome. As you place this torch on the altar and light it and say that prayer, it flames higher, like it burns really bright for a second, and it almost doesn't really take like an actual form, but it looks like it might, but it's just such a quick glimpse that you can't really tell what happened. It's just this really bright light for a moment, and then it goes back to a regular torch.
Cool.
And that's it. You guys with past perceptions and your perception rolls and investigation rolls, you're still looking around, and there doesn't seem to be any type of lair or cave. The only thing you're seeing up here is the shrine.
And where are we? We're not at the total top yet, right?
You have reached the peak, yes.
Interesting.
You are on the map where you were told was the lair.
It's a little late to be looking for it, but can I check for signs of us being followed?
Sure.
Perception or investigation?
Either. Just depends on what information you're wanting.
25 for investigation.
Okay. So you look back down the mountain, and you're able to see like the tracks you guys made and your path up the hill and through the trees a bit to your last campsite before you climbed the mountain. And it doesn't look like there's anything out of the ordinary besides the disturbances of the snow that you all made. So what you want to do about it?
I don't know. This is super weird.
This feels like a wild goose chase to me.
Well, at this point, the only thing we can really do is probably just keep on going. Something's bound to happen eventually. Be it good or bad.
Never know.
Do I know if this wyvern is magical?
How would you know?
History. Like, do I know if like wyverns or dragons or anything like that have the ability to like disguise themselves?
Okay, go ahead and roll history.
That's an 18.
Now, does DM know that? You do know that you were told it was a white wyvern, and you're currently surrounded by snow, so that might help, but you don't know if they can actually change themselves.
Is this thing like literally on top of us and we can't see it?
That's what it seems like.
It's just eerily quiet.
Can I let out a loud, shrill whistle?
Sure.
Maybe we should do it after someone throws you.
This is a story.
As
how
he
we die.
whistles.
Well,
It just-
I am currently like away from the group at the shrine, so
Okay. It pierces through the cold air a bit, and it almost feels like the snow around you and the trees just kind of swallow up the sound. But nothing seems. You kind of you startle a flock of crows out of a tree nearby, but otherwise nothing else happens.
Well, I don't think we're gonna get anything done by standing around.
over our 3 days of travel, could I have attuned to this helm of telepathy?
Yes, you have one of those now. Yes, you can have a tune because that was 3 days.
Are you about to try what I think you're about to try?
Most likely.
What you gonna try?
Oh, I have to be able to see it.
Like, were you gonna try to read the dragon's thoughts?
That's exactly what I was going to try to do. Actually, you know what? I am going to try it. I'm going to use detect thoughts, and then I'm going to change my focus in different places of the snow,
Okay.
hoping to get lucky that I'm looking at the dragon.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Maybe I can see it without seeing it.
Sword of Omens, give me sight beyond sight.
I mean, it's creative.
Okay, so you cast Detect Thoughts, and then you can use the bonus action to send messages.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. Alright, so you do that, and you focus around on the different areas of the snow, and ooh, that pile looks a little bit bigger. It might have a dragon in it, but it's coming up empty. Nothing's there.
Oh, you can also use a spell to detect the presence of thinking creatures you can't see. When you cast a spell or as your action during the duration, you can search for thoughts within 30 feet of you.
Okay.
This spell can penetrate barriers, but 2 feet of rock, 2 inches of any metal or other than lead, or a thin sheet of lead block you. And as long as they have an intelligence of 3 or greater.
Okay.
So I guess I'm gonna try that for the next minute while I'm moving around the large area.
So you guys see Ziesel wearing his beautiful new crown of thought detection, just doing this weird thing with his hands. And Ziesel, you're not finding anything. It is eerily silent.
There's nothing up here, is there? We've been sent on an entirely wild goose chase.
You know what? We should have started the fire in the town, because one of the two of the people in the town are actually dragons in disguise, in a human disguise.
I knew it.
I'm gonna.
You know, at this point, I still don't believe you, but I'm okay with setting fire to something in town on principle.
I'm going to use the torch that's burning over by the shrine to cook me a pot of tea while someone else comes up with an idea.
Okay. Are you making your
Well-
new peppermint
Well, depending
tea?
on the time, we may actually have to make camp up here.
Most likely. Have we checked the entire area of this peak? Every inch of it?
It's not a very big peak. You've been kind of wandering around, but you're welcome to spend the rest of the day looking and making sure.
Well, doggone. 3 days up. Not a damn thing.
We're not even seeing any traces of the lady we were coming to look for, are we?
Nope. The only thing you see up here is a shrine, and it was stone cold and hadn't looked like it'd been visited in ever.
I'm not super religious, but I'm gonna pray for some guidance.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me in the religion.
19?
And your guidance that you're looking for is there a wyvern up here? Is there anything?
Kind of,
Where's
or
the best food?
more. Where is this woman that has gone missing?
Okay. With your connection earlier and your current religion, you feel this warmth in your chest, and almost like, you know how sometimes you're just like, oh, I know I need to go this way, or there's just something that pulls at you, like I really want to go check this out. You feel yourself being pulled back to the town you just left.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna mention this to everybody as I leave like a cup of tea at this shrine.
You set the tea on the shrine, and it starts to bubble, like it's getting hot enough to like boil.
That is fantastic. I think we should go back to town and set the town on fire.
I don't know about setting the entire thing on
I don't know
but I'm
about
good to set a
yeah,
fire.
we can set a fire, but I don't want no one getting hurt.
We get started. There's nothing too close.
How long did it take us to get up the peak? Do we have to camp on the mountain?
It took you about half the day to get up, and then depending on how long you want to take looking, you could probably make it back down before dark.
I'd like to try to make it back down before dark because we could use our same campsite area.
Okay.
Agreed.
So go ahead and roll some acrobatics or athletics to make it back down, assisted with your climbing gear.
That's a 12.
It's fine. You're looking for 10.
Hey, that's a nat 20.
That 20 over there.
Nice. Go ahead and write that down. Those of you in chat, when they get nat 20s, they get to add a point to whatever skill that is associated with. And when those tick marks next to their skills reach the skills number, they get to increase it. And that actually happened last week with a player. So, like, if their dexterity is a 13, let's say, and they get 13 tick marks, then they can increase their dexterity to a 14.
It's a
Is that
house
another
rule because
natural
we
20?
Like to...
Yeah, that nat 20 goes to the Panther, though.
Very
So
nice.
the 14 is
That-
me,
that's still-
the 22 is, the fairy, and then, of course, the nat 20 is the Panther.
Nice. You can also count the Panthers. And yeah, that's a house rule that we do for the nat 20s. Yep, you guys
So
were
that
looking
we
for
can
10,
fight
so you're able
overpowered
to use your
monsters.
climbing gear to get down the mountain. And find your old campsite.
All right, time to make us another fire and hopefully have an uneventful evening of this wasted shenanigan trip of stupidity.
As you guys go through the evening, you do, it does pass uneventfully, almost eerily uneventfully, but nonetheless.
Yeah, I don't like it.
It's almost worse because the non-happening of things, like when's it gonna happen? It's not
When you're
happening.
ready for danger, but there's nothing happening, and it's not just supposed to be a normal camping trip where nothing happens, and nothing's happening.
Exactly. So yeah, it passes the evening, and the next day's travel you hike. Passes the evening, uneventful. Next day's travel you hike. Passes the evening, uneventful. You guys are getting a little on edge, little like, okay. And you are coming up to the town. How would you like to proceed?
First off, does anything look weird from afar?
From afar. Go ahead and roll me a perception.
Weird, like, there's fire.
Now there's fire.
It's a 25 on the perception.
Okay. It looks like it's just a town, just as you've left it.
Okay.
Do you guys just head into town, or
Do we want to like surveil them? I'm gonna ask that of You are not playing Gashgon. I'm so sorry, my brain is done. Ziz.
I was thinking about trying to sweep around the town and try to find evidence that that woman could have been here at one point.
okay. Go ahead and investigate.
Can I do it stealthily?
Yeah.
That's an 11 for stealth and 16 for investigation.
And you're looking for evidence that
The monster hunter would have been in town at some point.
okay. Like, what kinds of things do you think you would find saying that she was here?
I'm thinking I might have to actually break in somewhere and look for like her gear.
Okay.
Oh. Like, oh.
I, being an experienced monster hunter, she probably had some more what's it called, higher end gear. kind of like as an adventuring party, I've got a special sword.
Okay.
Okay, but we were just literally in a place where there was a bunch of higher end gear. What if her stuff is just among the artifacts at the curiosity shop?
So you let's see. Let me actually see. Alright, you're not like super stealthy as much as you wanted to be. But you're able to make it look nonchalant, like I'm just walking around, just looking at things. As you're looking around the town, you do notice that along the sewage grates in town, if you see them on the map, they're kind of like here-ish and here-ish. Okay. There are patches of green ooze streaked with veins of red. Kind of like on the like a little bit on the outside, like it's going into the grate.
Well, that ain't promising.
Do you think you can take a sample without anybody seeing you?
Give it a shot and see what happens.
It looks like a couple of them are pretty close to bushes, so especially this one over here.
Yeah, might be worth a shot.
Okay, using the bush as a help, I'll let you roll another stealth if you want to do it without anyone seeing what you're doing.
It's a 13.
So as you're scraping some of this, you said you're going to use this one?
Yeah.
Okay. You hear, "What you doing?"
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Ew, gross! And it's like this little girl that is just like, what is this weird looking guy doing over here?
That's a natural 20 for pretending to be sick.
Very nice. Write that down. And she will just look at you in horror and dart away.
I feel like we're in one of those freaking R.L. Stein, like, create your own Goosebumps adventure books. Like, any second now, the town cemetery is going to start coming to life, and we're going to have to, like, go put the dead to rest or something. I don't know.
Curious.
We've got, like,
curious.
Stepford Wives situation going on over here.
It's a perfectly peaceful, happy town. Everyone's smiling.
Yeah, I hate it.
Everyone's
hate it.
smiling.
I'm gonna bring it back over to Hank and under my breath. By the way, if anyone asks, I'm getting sick.
All right. I'm not even going to ask any questions. So, being a doctor, would Hank be able to tell if, what exactly it is? I can say if it's blood or anything else related to this.
Go ahead and roll
Do
medicine.
we want to get an in room and, like, do this not out in the... Wow. In the middle of the road.
Let's see, no.
Let me see. It does look... I guess the word is organic?
Hey guys, great news. The green slime is organic.
Well, like it came from, like a living thing.
No, I know what you meant.
Well, I reckon this is probably Critter's blood, but as for what critter, I can't really say.
Do we need
Can
to
I
go?
sniff it?
Sure.
What's
I
it
pull-
smell like?
I want to pull my vial of
And if you
water
Okay.
out and smell the water.
Okay.
does this green stuff smell like peppermint tea? Listen,
can
my brain is
hear-
going, do we have like Soylent Green going on over here? Like, what
I
is
can
this
hear like the like I don't want to ask this in your voice, but I need to
My
know.
brain is going off the rails. Okay.
I love this. It does now. No. Okay, so you take a nice big whiff, and it smells a little sewery and a little like a little gross, but like, you know, what your insides would kind of smell like a, you know, bloodish and
Okay, got it.
pussy-ish
All right,
and
so it's
slimy-ish.
not. All right, so it's what I would have expected, and not necessarily
Yeah.
any extra suspicious.
And then you smell the water, and it smells like water.
How do we ask to inspect the sewer?
We don't. We wait until the middle of the night, and we go down into it in an area where no one can see us. Yes.
Is there like an abandoned house in town?
There's the one that they said burned down, and that one is to the south. Let me see. Da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. This one right here.
How about we take up residence in that old burned down shack?
How burnt is it?
It looks pretty like it needs to be torn down. They just haven't
Would
gotten
it,
around
at
to
least
it.
make for, would it at least make for a temporary shelter?
It could, yeah. I mean, you guys have done worse.
Well, yeah.
Different question. Are we able to hide in it, or is it pretty much completely exposed?
It's pretty exposed, but I mean, no one seems to really be bothering with it.
At
So-
worst, we may end up running into a couple random teenagers who like to use it as a hangout spot.
So yeah, you
Those
guys
were
are
some
definitely
pretty
able-
heavy air quotes.
Well, we could actually use that to our our advantage too, because we could exchange information.
True.
Blackmail the kids. We won't tell their parents if they give us the information they want. We want it.
Alright, so you guys kind of hole up in that burned down shack. Are you taking watches?
Yes.
Yeah,
In the
most
middle
likely.
of town, we're taking watches. Yes, we are.
But it's safe! Okay.
Yeah,
Let me just see. So who's on watch?
I'll take this one.
Oops.
That's a 13 perception.
Perfect. Sorry, one moment. My technology is deciding to be silly. There it is. Okay. Who do I have sleeping? So we've got 1, 2, 3 of you.
Yes.
It's alright.
Their
Nothing will
dice
happen.
rolling. Mhm.
Hank.
Shit.
Why are there more dice rolling?
Does an 18 hit you?
What?
Oh, yes, it does.
Okay. One moment. This is new. Da-da-da. Ah,
What is happening?
sorry. Okay, found it. Alright. You take 10 points of what's the mind damage?
Psychic.
Psychic damage, thank you. And please roll me a percentile dice.
Ah.
Okay. You actually do wake up. And with that 74, you feel like you've woken up like in the middle of like a REM cycle type thing. You're very groggy and just like, oh man, why am I waking up? Like almost like you're hungover, but you haven't drinking anything. But that's it.
I feel like I had one too many last night, but I didn't have anything last night.
Ziza, you're the only one awake on watch, but you didn't, see anything happen. So Hank wakes up and says that. You don't know. Everything seems fine.
You're awake a little early, bud.
Oh, I feel like someone done struck me with a 2x4 upside my head.
It's been all quiet around here.
Doesn't feel too quiet. Oh, something ain't right here.
Let's see. We have Bame and Sarah. Sarah, does a 15 hit you?
Yes, it does.
I watch
Beats it.
body
Okay.
voice.
You take 7 psychic damage. And Hank and Zizel, go ahead and roll a perception check. And then Sarah, you can roll a percentile dice.
That's a 21.
Well, yours is a percentile dice. Perception. 13 for Hank.
Okay, and the 24 was the okay. So
The
Sarah.
24 is for
Okay, so Sarah, you don't wake up; you stay asleep. But Zizel, as you're just kind of looking at Hank and going, I don't know, why are you awake? Out of the corner of your eye, you see like almost like a black shadow next to Sarah, and then it disappears when you try to look at it.
Hey Hank, we're not alone here.
Well, I know we ain't alone. We got all our friends, but I'm thinking you mean something else.
No, there's something in the shadows.
Well, that ain't good. Alright, and with that, Hank is gonna get up and arm himself with his, bow staff. Start looking around.
Okay.
Or quarterstaff.
Ooh. Now it's Bame's turn. Does a 16 hit you, Bame?
I lost the page. I'm checking. No, it does not.
Okay. Never mind. So you guys can roll another perception if you would like.
After seeing it the first time, can I ready a dagger to throw if I see it again?
Sure.
13 again.
Man.
I just can't roll for nothing tonight.
That's a 13 for me as well.
So as you're looking around and holding your weapons at the ready, nothing seems to be out of place. Would you like to do anything else?
I think I'm gonna go over and I'm going to wake up the two that are sleeping.
Okay.
Hank will go ahead and wake up, Bame.
Sarah, please roll a Constitution saving throw when they try to wake you up. Okay. So they do shake you awake, and you wake up kind of groggy and cranky, and like you need to go back to sleep.
I really don't know how to act that because the act.
Do it.
You guys, leave me alone. I just want to sleep. Just leave me alone, guys.
And Hank is just gonna kind of tap Bame's feet with his quarterstaff. Like, hey, I think you need to wake up. Something's amiss.
Do I have any trouble waking?
You do not.
Okay. I hop up with my weapons in my hand.
You look around, raring for a fight, and there's nothing there. It's like you have a nightmare or something, Hank?
Yeah, what the heck you wake me up for?
Well, I got myself hurt without actually being touched physically. Ziezel's saying he's seeing shadows moving around, not natural. Something ain't right here, and this town's already spooky enough. I think we need to be on our guard.
I mean, okay.
And even Sarah ain't acting quite right over there.
Curiouser and curiouser.
I don't know if it's just because we were sleeping, or what. Something ain't right.
I really think it's time to start a fire.
As long as we can minimize innocent people getting hurt, I'll let you start your fire.
At this point, no one's innocent.
So, what do you want to do about the fire?
Oh, what time is it?
It is the middle of the night.
Are there any lights on over here?
No.
I'm gonna sneak over there and look and see if there's anyone living in it.
Okay. It's easy enough to look in the windows, and it looks like it's been lived in. It's a regular residential home.
We could start with setting that one on fire.
No, not a house.
You're not setting a house on fire, you idiot.
Why don't I literally just build a fire and I
Just start something in the middle of town, away from the residents.
Or do we go in the sewer?
Well, either way, we ain't setting no houses on fire with people in them.
You're right. We are not gonna set a house on fire.
no.
Are you like nodding and winking as you say that?
I was doing air quotes.
Actually, in all honesty, if we have a moment to try to get down to the sewers, maybe we should just do that now. We can set fires afterwards.
Yes, let's go down to the sewer and take care of whatever's down there.
And I'll watch your backs as we're going in.
Don't rightly know how I feel about that. Sarah, you go behind Ziesel.
Okay.
Just a precaution.
You know, he tries to eat my wings every time I'm near him, right?
Well, then I hit him with my stick. Come on, let's get going.
Alright.
Actually, Ziesel's kind of stealthy. Shouldn't he go first?
You know what? Yeah, come on. You in front. Come on, let's go now. Up to.
I don't like it. How am I supposed to throw the torch?
Exactly.
That's
Get the keister in front where we can see you.
that's a 19 for stealth.
For what?
As I sneak over to this grate and try to open it and go into the sewer.
Okay, go ahead and roll strength. And or if someone is assisting you, they can also help.
Look, I can't open it. Someone
He's
else
like
has to open it.
straining and he's like,
Can I just
do it with my little lizard
Hey,
arms.
here, move with the move.
As he's over there, lifting
That's
it,
another
moving
nat
it.
20.
Can I use my tinderbox to start this on fire?
Sure.
And then, just kind of like get it started in a way where it's going to, that's a 29 sleight of hand. So I want to get it like started so that it'll flame up after we go into the sewer.
Oh, you bastard.
You guys are welcome to roll perception to see if you see that, but you gotta beat a 29.
I mean, I'm pulling on a grate, so I don't think I'm going to be rolling that.
I could get a nat 20 and not beat that.
That's not even a nat 20 for him. What is your plus? What do you have for sleight of hand?
He's a plus 30.
It's
That's a
13.
13.
Holy cow. Yeah. You guys don't see it? Alright, so the sewer grates, let me see. They are just large enough for a medium humanoid to drop down. There's no ladders, and the drop is about 30 feet into a river that's below.
Well, there's a plus to this.
Mm-mm-mm.
I can climb on walls. Because of my little lizard's feet.
Okay. So there will be a part where, it's not just like a tunnel down. It goes down a bit because Earth, and then it opens up into this like underground river. So you're gonna have
Like
to
how big we talking?
drop a little bit. It is a cave about 30 feet wide. And
Oh, okay.
yeah. So
I only asked because I wanted to know if it could fit a 7'7" furbolg.
oh yeah, for sure. Awesome. So do you all just jump into the water?
Need to figure out how to do this with obsidian.
So
That would be getting hard.
well, we could probably just tie a rope off and most of us just climb on down. Just head on in.
Yep. I'll go in.
Okay. Awesome. So you guys splash down into this underground river cave system. It's very cold, frigid. Zizel, you start to hear like the crackle of your flames that you set. And with that, we are going to call it for the night.
Cool.
I have a question for my players before we officially end. What is your schedule on Thursday night so that we can finish this adventure? And you can always tell me later if you want to check. But I'm hoping that we can tell our viewers that we can finish this story on Thursday. But I can also update you guys on my on my Twitch page, those of you who are watching.
I'm not entirely sure I can do Thursday.
Okay.
Tab has an appointment in the afternoon for her broken foot, and we don't know when we're getting back home
Okay.
because her doctor's about an hour away from us.
Gotcha. Well, tentatively, we will see what we can do about resolving this
Okay.
pristineness. But yeah. Chat, I will keep you posted about the adventure. Otherwise, that's it. What is in these sewers? What is in this river?
What's
What
with
the heck
these
is going on
towns?
with this town? It's fine.
Is this bush actually gonna catch on fire?
Is the bush actually going to catch on fire? Are you going to drink more peppermint tea? There are so many questions. So many questions. And I do have a Discord. I need to make that a command and make that a thing on my page. I will do that.
Is someone getting an inspiration?
Is someone getting an inspiration? Let's go ahead and vote for inspiration. Who is
I'm
crafty
gonna go
enough?
ahead and I'm gonna vote for the troublemaker, Zizel, for at first
Yeah,
trying
that was-
to steal the circlet and then buying the bloody thing.
Yeah. Actually, that was pretty great.
I was going to vote for our old friend for trying to prevent me from dealing with my shenanigans.
Yeah.
So I see a comment from Leofa1 wanting to know what Hank would have done if he had caught Zizel trying to steal. Well, the game plan on that was that Hank was going to use his quarterstaff and hit him on the head using a stunning strike to freeze him in place, tie him up, and throw him over his shoulder. And then just keeping him tied up for most of the adventure.
Never trust a rogue.
That's not.
but they get stuff done.
When the time calls for it.
Amazing. I feel like I was in the middle of saying something. Was I doing something? I can't remember. Whatever. Oh yeah, Discord. I'm gonna get my Discord set up. I'm sorry. I do have it. I just hadn't made it, hadn't posted it yet for some reason because life. But I will get that up there in the next, by tomorrow. So if you guys want to find that and be part of that, and then hear updates and find out when the adventure will happen again so we can end it. Thank you everyone for watching. I'm going to start my stream ending screen. Ba-ba! There we go. And any last comments or questions for the players before we say goodbye for the evening? And I'm also thinking of if I can figure out how, making you know how you can vote on stuff in chat? Maybe that can be part of the inspiration. What do you guys think? Who should get in the inspiration point for what
there's
they
a cool
did?
idea.
I know, right? An auto poll? Okay, great. So maybe we can get that set up for next time. We can try that out. So, yeah. This is our third session. We're just learning a couple things, but we are enjoying it so far, I hope. And thank you all for coming and watching us.
Thanks. I can't wait to see how the Stepford town ends up.
Me neither.
Right.
All right. Good night, chat, and we will see you next time. Bye.